What up, everyone? So what did we do? We hit the gym around noon after our morning work session, came back home, got a quick walk in, had a meal. Been sitting down and doing some training for the past couple hours. I'm working with a company. I brought on a coach who's helping me get my story out on more podcasts. The goal with podcasts is, once again, the whole reason why I'm doing YouTube, to nurture relationships, to build trust with people, to condense the amount of time that it takes them to get to know me, to get to know my mindset, what I stand for, what I do, and why it's important, and why I think it can be valuable for other people. So the reason I wanted to talk about what I'm doing with this podcast company is because, number one, I had to invest to be here. This investment to get on with this company, to have them get me on like maybe 12 podcasts, well over $10,000. And obviously there's no guaranteed ROI. I had to, number one, trust the guy, trust his results. But then, most importantly, I have to show up and do the work. And I know I will. So that's why I'm able to do and make the investment, because I see the results this guy's gotten. So it's like, okay, if he can do this for these people, he can do it for me. The only factor that the results are dependent on is now me showing up. So, number one, you have to be willing to take risk if you want to go up levels, if you want to grow. It's literally anything. There's this picture that's in my mind. It's like, if you want to do it yourself, you can spend money, waste your own money, waste your own time, or you can do it with somebody who's already done it, and you will save time and save money. Because it's like, how long are you going to keep going to the gym, not getting the results you want, spending money on your gym membership, spending money on supplements, all these other things, wasting your time, you're still not getting the results, when there's somebody else you can go to and they're just going to show you the path because they've already done it. It's simple. So if you pay them, you invest in yourself, really, because the one who's going to grow, an investment is something that hopefully goes upward. The one who's going to grow is you. But that does depend on you showing up. So if you know that you're confident that you can show up, then start taking more risk. Most of us, like I have said, a lot of times aren't in the place that we know we're capable of, because potential is an ever-evolving thing. It's something that grows as we mature. There's always somewhere new for us to go. There's always a way for our character to transform. And if you truly want that for yourself, then you're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone. Part of that is taking risk and investing in yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna stay where you are, or your progress is gonna be 10 times slower than it could be. And it's like, if you knew you were gonna get the result, would you do it? The answer is probably yes. So if you find somebody who's credible, who you believe can help you, then it comes down to you. And if you have the confidence in yourself, do it. Take the risk. Go all in. But if you don't have the confidence in yourself, that's the reason. That's why you're afraid to make the investment. That's why you're afraid to take the risk, because you don't even trust yourself to do what you need to do to turn that risk into an opportunity, to turn that unknown, to turn that discomfort into an opportunity, into something that grows you and helps you evolve into a higher version of yourself. So if you don't have that confidence to take risk, what do you need to do? You need to build that confidence first and foremost. How do you build that confidence? You build that confidence by doing what you said you were gonna do, and you start small. Because, for example, if I say I'm gonna invest in a coach, great, he's got the blueprint, but I gotta follow it. So if I say I'm gonna do that, I wanna be confident that I'm gonna do it, because if I say I'm gonna do it and I know I'm gonna do it and I'm confident in that, then I know I'm gonna get the result. But if you're not confident, then you have to go back to building the foundation of confidence, which is based on, I tell myself I'm gonna do something, I do it. And where this starts is literally as soon as you get out of bed. This is why a morning routine is so crucial. It's not about doing some long, elaborate thing. It's about saying, this is how I'm going to decide to start my day, because I know this puts me in the best place physically and mentally. This puts me in the best place to have the most optimal day. If you were going to design your most optimal day, your most optimal work day, Monday through Friday, it's probably not waking up and going on Instagram and going on TikTok right away. You're probably going outside for a walk or reading or having a good meal or doing something good, because when you get that first win, then the other wins compound, right? You get out of bed on time, you have a good meal, all right, you're probably going to go to the gym, you're still off your phone. Now you've gone to the gym, you're in the office, everything flows, you're creative, you're focused, you're energized, you're good with people. So if you don't have the confidence to take risks, you need to go back to the drawing board and build the foundation, which is figure out a way for you to give yourself a word and for you to keep that word. The easiest place to start is by building a morning routine, telling yourself how you're going to start your day, and then telling yourself how you're going to properly fuel your body with nutrition and how you're properly going to take care of your body and get in better shape, which is through the gym, through working out, through exercising. Start simple. Okay, I said I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. I did it 5 days. I'm starting to feel a little more confident. Maybe I can add that next thing. I'm going to add the gym 3 days a week. I do that for 3 to 4 weeks. I don't miss. Now I'm feeling even more confident. Let me add the next thing. I'm going to start tracking my macros. It's confidence stacking, one thing after the other. But if you can't even wake up at the same time and make your bed and get to the gym consistently during the week, why would you expect yourself to be able to throw down a bunch of money, invest in something that's going to make you better, and you actually show up for it, right? There's no chance. So start small. Make sure you're building that foundation. Make sure you're building that belief in yourself, which is going to come from you saying what you're going to do and then keeping that word and doing it.